All right, Weston, Monty, is talking to us about the change from third to second. How has that been for you, and how did he approach you about that change?
It kind of just happened. I started at third to begin the fall, and with Grant Cox having that shoulder surgery, he kind of moved me over to second, just play a little bit. And I feel like I've moved over there and done a good job. That's kind of a position that I played growing up with shortstop, so I'm pretty familiar with the middle of the infield.
He brags on your range. He says, it's an athletic guy who's got a lot of range, along with Eli up the middle. Are you feeling comfortable there yet?
I do. I feel really comfortable. Like I said, that's one of my natural positions, and I feel like that's going to be a place that I can play at, either there or short or third, wherever they need me.
It's a little bit different from a footwork perspective. Did you have to relearn some of that footwork around the bag, turning the double play?
I guess a little bit. Last year I kind of worked it. Well, actually, my freshman year I played a little bit of second base at the beginning of the season, and I kind of, I didn't really lose it, I would say, but I did take maybe a day or so. But I feel comfortable around the bag now.
What's the biggest thing that you have to work on in making that transition?
I don't know. I think you have a little bit more time to read the ball. At third base, it's a lot of reaction. Either coming to charge it or diving immediately for a ball. And at second, you have another guy up the middle you're working with, and I enjoy it.
We saw glimpses of the power, in the past. Working with Monty, did it change your approach at all, or how are you looking at hitting this year?
Yeah, I think it has a little bit. I've changed a little bit of, I guess, a few things in my mechanics, swinging-wise, not a ton. I'm still doing what I've always done, but changed a few little things. And I guess a lot of it's with approach now. They've kind of taught us an approach with looking for certain pitches in certain counts and, taking advantage of your pitch when you get it. And if it's not there, take it and wait. We can hit with 2 strikes, and that's something that the last few years we've, tried not to get to 2 strikes, but, I think we all feel comfortable hitting in that count.
You've always had quick hands. Has he worked with you on using that to your advantage and driving the ball, looking for the fastball early in counts?
Yeah, I think he does want me to hit for power more so than the last few years. I've been counted on, I guess, in a way to hit for power, and I think that's something that I'm going to have to do this year.
Coach talks about how important defense is at the middle. What have you seen from you, Eli, Chris, Chase in center field? How do you feel about y'all's defense at the middle?
I think we got a very good middle of the field. All of us are pretty fast and quick, so that's going to help out. And I guess I'm just looking forward to playing a new position, one I'm comfortable with. And I think Chase is comfortable in center field, and so is Eli. He played really well last year.
Both you and Chase are playing new positions this year. Has that transition gone well for both of y'all? Is that something that y'all have kind of embraced this offseason?
Yeah, Chase was an outfielder in high school, and he came here to play outfield, and he can also play infield, but I think outfield is his primary position, and he feels a lot more comfortable there, and I feel the same way with the middle of the infield.
Has there been any kind of a change in the culture around here with the new coach? Has there been anything, when this team takes the field, you can say, well, it's a little bit different than what people have seen in the past?
I guess we've seen a little bit, not a ton, just because we haven't played in actual games yet. They do their job coaching us during practice and stuff, but during the games, they kind of let us play, and they'll share what they need to share with us, but it's more of just y'all go play and give it your best.
Now that you spent a fall, now you're getting ready to spend the spring, what's your thoughts on Monty?
I really enjoy him. He's obviously he's different than Leggett just because he's a younger guy, but I don't know. There's a lot of new things that I could talk about, but I like the new atmosphere that he's brought through his coaching, and I think everybody's going to enjoy it and have a good season.
One thing we do notice is different. Everybody's got longer hair and beards. Do the players enjoy that?
Yeah, I think they do. The last few years we've had to be clean-shaven and have really short hair, but I know people like to be themselves, and I guess it is kind of cool to do what you want.
We've been hearing a lot about how the new facility kind of promotes bonding between the team. How much do you think that helps you with going into this season?
I think it does a lot just because, players are always around each other in the new facility. And last year when we were up in Jervey, it was kind of tight quarters, but people weren't hanging around as much just because, I mean, there wasn't much space. But now with everyone, you know, being able to hang out and play ping pong and watch TV and do stuff during their free time, it's helped out a lot with bonding.
Who's the best ping pong player?
I'm not over there a ton, so I couldn't tell you. Drew Wharton's pretty good. Yeah, I guess from what I've seen, he's pretty good.